There comes a time, often after turning 60, when you begin to notice a shift in stamina, declining muscle strength, and let's be real, reduced motivation and drive. At first, you brush it off, blaming stress, poor sleep, or simply aging. But deep down, you sense something isn't quite right. That something is testosterone. And when it drops, it impacts more than your physique. It changes how you feel as a man. But here's the surprising fact, even in your 60s, your body can still generate testosterone. It just needs the right building blocks, and those come from your diet. In this video, I'll guide you through 9 potent foods that naturally enhance testosterone in men over 60. No pills, no side effects, no expensive treatments. These are real, research-supported foods that can help you regain vitality, strength, and inner confidence. And make sure to stick around for food number 3. It's one of nature's most powerful testosterone boosters, but if you overdo it could backfire. Drop a quick comment below. Do you feel your energy isn't what it used to be? And if you're interested in staying strong, focused, and healthy beyond 60, hit the subscribe button and join us here on Health Hub. Let's begin with a food that's been misunderstood for decades, but could be a game changer for men over 60. Egg yolks. You've probably heard things like egg yolks are unhealthy or they're bad for your heart because of cholesterol. But in truth, egg yolks may be one of the most effective natural testosterone boosters available to older men. Here's why. Testosterone is a steroid hormone, and like all hormones in that category, it's synthesized from cholesterol. Not the harmful kind, the type your body actually relies on to function. Egg yolks are packed with that beneficial, natural cholesterol your body uses to produce testosterone. That's not all. Egg yolks are also a great source of vitamin D, which has a direct influence on hormone production. One study published in Hormone and Metabolic Research tracked men who took daily vitamin D for an entire year, and their testosterone levels increased significantly compared to those who didn't. And here's the advantage of food over supplements. When you eat whole foods like egg yolks, you get a full spectrum of nutrients: cholesterol, fat-soluble, vitamins, and more that work in synergy to support your hormonal system. Plus, your body absorbs nutrients from real food more efficiently. If you've been steering clear of eggs based on outdated cholesterol warnings, it might be time to reconsider. Having 1 or 2 whole eggs a day, especially boiled or poached, can be a simple, cost-effective way to naturally support your testosterone levels. Just avoid frying them in oils or bacon grease, which adds inflammation and counteracts the benefits. So tomorrow morning, instead of grabbing cereal or toast, try adding a couple of boiled eggs to your plate. It's a small shift, but the increase in energy, mental clarity, and hormone levels might surprise you. Now that we've cracked the truth about egg yolks, let's move to something crunchy, nutritious, and just as testosterone-friendly: pumpkin seeds. They may look small, but these green seeds pack a powerful punch, especially for men looking to feel more energized, stronger, and like themselves again. Pumpkin seeds are among the best natural sources of zinc, a mineral that's absolutely essential for testosterone production. In fact, low zinc levels have been directly linked to testosterone decline in older men. One study in the journal Nutrition found that when young men were deliberately made zinc deficient, their testosterone levels dropped significantly within just 20 weeks. On the flip side, when older men with low testosterone were given zinc, their hormone levels increased. But zinc isn't the only benefit. Pumpkin seeds also offer magnesium, omega-3 fatty acids, and plant-based protein, all crucial for muscle function, prostate health, and hormonal stability. Here's something interesting. Magnesium helps reduce a protein in your blood called SHBG, sex hormone-binding globulin. Why does this matter? Because SHBG binds to testosterone and makes it inactive. Less SHBG means more free, active testosterone in your system, a big win. So how do you use them? Easy, just eat a small handful, about 1 or 2 tablespoons per day. Enjoy them raw or sprinkle them onto a salad, oatmeal, or into a smoothie. The key is to go for raw, unsalted seeds. Roasting and salting can reduce the nutrient content and add excess sodium, which undermines hormonal balance. It's a small habit, easy to include in your day, but it contributes to something much bigger: your masculinity, energy, and confidence. And now that we've covered seeds, let's go even deeper with a rare nut that's rich, potent, and powerful. Just 1 or 2 a day can significantly impact your testosterone story. Let's talk about Brazil nuts. Some foods build results slowly over time. Others deliver quick impact. Brazil nuts fall into the second category. Just 1 or 2 per day can noticeably improve how you feel as a man. What makes them so effective? Selenium. Brazil nuts are the highest natural source of this mineral on the planet. Selenium is critical for testosterone production, sperm quality, and thyroid health, all of which are linked to hormonal function. In one notable study published in the Journal of Andrology, infertile men with low testosterone were given selenium for 3 months. The results? Increased testosterone, improved sperm motility, and better fertility, all from one trace mineral found in this supernut. But here's the catch: you don't need much. A single Brazil nut can deliver over 100% of your daily selenium needs. More isn't better. Too much selenium can be harmful. That's why just 1 nut a day hits the sweet spot. Brazil nuts also contain zinc, healthy fats, and antioxidants, all working together to support testicular function, brain health, and overall vitality. Unlike almonds or cashews, Brazil nuts influence deeper hormonal pathways, not just general wellness. If you're looking for a low-effort daily ritual with serious benefits, keep a small jar of Brazil nuts in your kitchen. Eat them plain or chop and mix into yogurt or oatmeal. Just remember, a little goes a long way. This isn't snacking, it's strategic fueling with one of the most powerful testosterone-enhancing foods nature provides. And now that we've tapped into this potent nut, let's explore something sweeter, juicier, and scientifically proven to improve blood flow, performance, and testosterone at once. Let's dive into pomegranate. There's a reason ancient fighters used to drink pomegranate juice before heading into battle. They believed it gave them stamina, power, and vitality, and modern research has shown they weren't far off. Pomegranate is a true superfood for men's health, particularly after 60. It's packed with polyphenols, strong antioxidants that enhance circulation, lower blood pressure, and most importantly, elevate testosterone levels. A study conducted by Queen Margaret University in the UK had participants drink pure pomegranate juice daily for 2 weeks. By the end of the trial, their testosterone levels had jumped by as much as 24%. But that wasn't the only benefit. They also experienced better moods, sharper memory, and yes, increased sexual desire. Why does it work? Testosterone isn't only about hormones. It's about blood flow. To transport hormones throughout the body, you need proper circulation. Pomegranate supports this by helping blood vessels expand, increasing nitric oxide, and improving flow throughout your body, including your brain, muscles, and intimate areas. But not all pomegranate juices are equal. To get the benefits, avoid sugary, processed versions. Choose 100% pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice, the kind that's a bit sour and slightly bitter. That's how you know it's real. A small glass per day is enough, ideally in the morning or after a workout. You can also eat the seeds directly. If you enjoy their texture, think of them as nature's slow-release remedy. It's remarkable what a single fruit can do when used consistently. From testosterone to heart function to mood, pomegranate touches all the important areas. Now, let's head from land to sea, where one of the most potent testosterone-enhancing foods is found underwater. And chances are, you've heard of it. Oysters. Among all testosterone-friendly foods, oysters may deliver the biggest impact. These shellfish are known as nature's Viagra, and that's not just a catchy nickname. Why? Because oysters provide more zinc per serving than any other food on Earth. And zinc is absolutely vital for testosterone production. Without enough of it, your hormone levels dip, libido declines, and prostate health can deteriorate. Here's one clear example. A study published in Nutrition found that older men with zinc deficiency nearly doubled their testosterone levels after taking zinc supplements for 6 months. That's a massive improvement. Now imagine getting that zinc from a real food source your body can process naturally. That's where oysters shine. Beyond zinc, they also contain protein, taurine, and vitamin B12 nutrients that help support fertility, nerve health, and muscle recovery. That combination is especially powerful for men over 60. But here's the catch: oysters are only beneficial when fresh and properly cooked. Raw oysters might be popular, but they pose a real risk of bacterial infection for older adults. So if you're adding them to your diet, go for steamed, baked, or grilled. A squeeze of lemon and a little olive oil, and you've got a delicious way to fuel your hormones. Try to include oysters once or twice per week. You don't need them every day, just enough to maintain optimal zinc levels. If you've been feeling slower, less driven, or not quite like yourself, a plate of oysters might be exactly what your body's been craving. Let's come back to land now with a leafy green that often gets overlooked yet plays a behind the scenes role in freeing up testosterone and making it more bioavailable. Spinach. If you grew up watching Popeye, you might remember how he got instant strength from eating spinach. As it turns out, there's some truth behind that cartoon, especially when it comes to hormone support. Spinach is a great source of magnesium, a mineral that works quietly but powerfully to unlock testosterone in your system. Here's what happens. Your blood contains a protein called SHBG, sex hormone binding globulin, which binds to testosterone and renders it inactive. So even if your total testosterone looks okay, it might not be doing much. Magnesium helps. Solve that by attaching to SHBG and freeing up more usable testosterone, the kind your body actually needs. That's what leads to better strength, energy, sharper thinking, and even a more active sex drive. One study in Biological Trace Element research gave older men magnesium for 4 weeks. By the end, their free testosterone levels had increased, along with improvements in muscle strength and overall wellness. Here's the best part: you don't need a supplement. If you've got spinach, you're covered. It also contains iron, vitamin B6, and plant-based nitrates that support blood flow and oxygen transport, both essential for men over 60, but how you cook it matters. Don't overboil it, doing so destroys many of the delicate nutrients. Instead, lightly steam it or stew it with a bit of olive oil and garlic. Or even better, toss it into a smoothie with banana and almond milk, an easy way to get magnesium. First thing in the morning, aim for a cup of cooked spinach several times a week. You'll be supporting your hormones, your heart, your muscles, and you might just start feeling like Popeye yourself. And now that we've got our greens in, let's move to something smooth, creamy, and surprisingly effective for hormonal balance and stress relief. Let's take a deeper dive into avocados. Smooth, rich, and often misunderstood. Avocados aren't just trendy health foods for men over 60, they're a quiet powerhouse for hormone support and testosterone regulation. Let's break it down. Avocados are loaded with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, the same kind of fat your body relies on to produce testosterone. Remember, testosterone is a fat-derived hormone. Without the right fats, your body struggles to build or sustain it. Avocados provide the right kind, the kind that lowers inflammation and supports the cells responsible for hormone production. But there's more. Avocados are packed with vitamin B6 and vitamin E, both essential for adrenal gland function. Why does that matter? Because as the testes slow down with age, the adrenal glands pick up some of the slack in hormone regulation. When your adrenals are supported, your overall hormonal balance remains more stable. Here's another powerful benefit. Avocados help lower cortisol, your body's main stress hormone. Elevated cortisol not only makes you feel drained and anxious, it also actively suppresses testosterone production. By supporting stress management, avocados help unlock your natural hormone potential, increasing focus, energy, and drive. One study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that men with lower cortisol levels had significantly higher free testosterone levels. That's a direct link between stress management and hormone health, and food plays a key role. So how do you incorporate avocados into your day? It's simple. Eat half of one daily, sliced on a salad, mashed onto whole grain toast, or blended into a smoothie. No need to complicate it. It's satisfying, creamy, and your body will feel the difference. Avocados aren't just good for your heart, they're fuel for your hormones, your mindset, and your energy. Now, let's turn up the heat, because this next food doesn't just add flavor, it fires up your testosterone and blood circulation in one natural, powerful route. Let's talk about ginger. It's spicy, aromatic, and probably already sitting in your kitchen. But most men have no idea how impactful ginger can be for hormone health and overall vitality. For centuries, ginger has been used in natural medicine to support digestion, circulation, and yes, even sexual performance. And now, modern research backs up what tradition has known all along. Ginger doesn't just taste good, it helps raise testosterone levels naturally. In one study published in the TRIT Medical Journal, infertile men were given ginger for 3 months. The outcome? A boost in testosterone by over 17%, higher sperm counts, and improved reproductive function, all from a simple root you can find at any store. So, what makes ginger so effective? First, it boosts nitric oxide, which expands blood vessels and improves circulation throughout your body. That means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your muscles, brain, and yes, your reproductive organs. Second, ginger is a potent antioxidant that combats oxidative stress, the kind that increases with age and damages the cells that make testosterone. Ginger protects those Leydig cells in your testes, the ones directly responsible for hormone production. Third, ginger improves insulin sensitivity, and while that might not sound thrilling, it matters. High insulin levels are strongly linked to lower testosterone in aging men. Ginger helps restore that hormonal balance. Using ginger is easy. Slice a piece and steep it in hot water for a warming tea, or grate it into stir fries, soups, or smoothies. Aim for half to 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger daily. It's not about big doses, it's the consistency that brings results. It's pretty amazing that a humble root can support your blood flow, hormones, stamina, and even immunity all at once. And now, let's finish strong with a golden liquid that fights inflammation, boosts hormone health, and shields the very cells that help you feel like yourself again. Extra virgin olive oil. If there's one oil every man over 60 should keep stocked in the kitchen, it's this one. It's not just good for your heart, it's a key player in testosterone production. This nutrient-rich oil is packed with monounsaturated fats, the kind your body uses to produce hormones. Remember, testosterone is synthesized from cholesterol, and without the right types of fats, that process slows down. Olive oil provides those essential fats in a form that's easily absorbed and used by your body. But here's where olive oil really shines. It protects your Leydig cells, the hormone-producing cells in your testes. As we age, these cells face ongoing stress from inflammation, oxidative damage, and poor blood flow. Olive oil works on all fronts, reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and delivering antioxidants like vitamin E to keep those cells functioning well. One fascinating study published in Natural Product Communications tracked young men who added extra virgin olive oil to their diets for just 3 weeks. The results were impressive: increased testosterone, better antioxidant markers, and improved lipid profiles. Now, imagine the impact this could have for men starting from a lower baseline in their 60s or 70s. Using olive oil is simple, just 1 tablespoon a day is enough. Drizzle it over salads, mix it with vegetables, or take it by the spoonful. The key is to make sure it's extra virgin, cold-pressed, unrefined, with that slightly peppery, bitter flavor that tells you it's the real deal. This isn't just another kitchen oil, it's about preserving your masculinity, your energy, and your health as you age. Making olive oil a daily habit is one of the simplest, most powerful things you can do for your hormone health. And now that we've gone through all 9 foods, let's wrap this up with a few final thoughts to keep you inspired. Growing older isn't the end of your strength, it's the start of a new kind of power. One that comes from wisdom, consistency, and knowing how to fuel your body the right way. These 9 foods aren't magic, but they're powerful when used consistently. With each small daily choice, you build momentum, more energy, clearer focus, a stronger body, and yes, more confidence in who you are. No matter your age, you don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Just pick one food and start there. Add it to your breakfast, your lunch, your routine, and let your body remember how good it feels to be nourished by nature. You've come this far, you deserve to feel strong, sharp, and fully alive. Not occasionally, but every single day. If even one of these tips sparks something for you, drop a comment below and let me know which food you're starting with. And if you want more real, practical advice to stay energized and healthy after 60, hit the like button and subscribe to Health Hub. We're here to help you live longer and live better. Until next time, stay strong and stay well.